We talked about this on a live stream about 4.5 years ago, where you had told the story originally about how Dre, Snoop, Suge, and some other people were at a club, and that you heard some shots. Um, I don't think we've ever told it on video, but if for people that have been following us for a while, they know that we talked about this on a live stream a long time ago. But can you tell the story about what happened that night so we have it on video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, that's my boy. I'll be listening to the House of Pains too much, watching that on TV show. Yeah, I know that character on House of Pain and go, yes, sir. Yeah. But anyway, um, I did that stream, and I'll throw this out to one of my people that like to do research for me, because John ass won't. Y'all know I like to tap at John. But anybody that can go and find that live stream back in our catalog or in our channel, where I talked about the live stream about 4 or 5 years ago, or 3 years ago maybe, 3, 4 years ago. Well, I told the story word for word about how me and Suge, Pac, and Kevin Hackey was at this party, and it was the Chris Tucker after party, and we heard a bunch of gunshots coming from outside, and how Pac and Kevin was over there looking shook, and me and that crazy ass Suge was over there just laughing. We thought that was the funniest thing because we were looking at them and their facial expression. But John may get mad at me for saying all that because I gave him too much publicity right there. But what happened though was, it was a real simple thing. It was a after party that we was all at. Chris Tucker performed, and L.A. yeah, L.A. Some dude was outside, and he fired off a barrage of shots. Bah, 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 bah. And Pac and Kevin Hackey was over there looking shocked and like scared. Y'all gotta listen to the stream so y'all can see how I described it. Cause I done since learned it ain't smart to talk bad about Tupac Shakur. Cause y'all don't like that. And so I'll let my expression from that, it'll be pinned up because I'm sure within 3 hours of this video being released, somebody will have it. And then I'll have John pinned it up to show y'all the truth on that. But the main reason I wanted to talk and speak on that subject as well is he tried to say I was a liar because I said Will and Jada, or I accused him and Dre of being outside together. And I was like, yeah. I always say Dre have fine women and good-looking women, but I also always say Dre like threesomes. What I say is doing some Will and Jada shit. Y'all don't know what Will and Jada shit is? Listen to this young lady and she explained to y'all what Will and Jada shit is.
Both bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house fucking screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills. Bashir Gray left that house fucking screaming. They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they're getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
It's a known fact out here to anybody that's out here that Will Smith and Jada Smith go to clubs. Depending on their mood or whoever they pull that night, they pull a female or a male and take them home to clubs back in the 90s. I'm not saying what they're doing now. I don't know. I'm not in clubs now. I'm too old and too fat to be out there. But in the mid-90s, Reggie was in every club from the Bar One to the World to whatever clubs that was popular back then, because that goddamn nigga Suge Knight loved nightclubs or House of Blues or whatever. He loved the party. And if I had his money and his get down and his backup and his crew, I probably would have been out there as well, just like that. So I get it. No disrespect to Suge. But that's what I meant when I say some Will and Jada shit. If you don't know what that means, y'all listen to that lady, and then y'all comprehend that, because that's what was going on.
Can you talk to me a little bit about this ad that I'm going to show on the screen? It is a congratulations ad in 2000 to Snoop Dogg that thanked him for all the success he had with his albums on Death Row and then his albums on No Limit. And it said success for Snoop or money for Snoop, something along these lines. Of money for Snoop is more money for Suge. Did you have a hand in putting that ad together?
Anything that was done, as you know, John, anything that was done in the late '90s to 2002, Reggie was orchestrated, even though some people like to say Michelet did. But yes, and all that was a way of marketing that we was about to put out a greatest hit album on Snoop, and the Dead Man Walking album on Snoop, and to throw taps at him, and to let the world know or people know that Suge was still eating off of No Limit and Snoop, that he had a 7% or whatever percentage I said. It was either 5 or 7. I forget that. I don't like to say things, but either 5%, 7% override off of everything that Snoop did, off the gross, not the profit. What's the difference, y'all? Profit, I can kill y'all if y'all give me a profit and loss sheet. But off the gross, that doesn't mean off of everything coming in. Profit and loss, shit, I had to buy a limo and I had to do this, I had to pay for this, I had to pay for that. And then y'all have that check that New Edition got. Did y'all watch the New Edition movie? When New Edition, they gave their mamas a check for 83 cents or whatever. You get a check like that then when you're dealing with profit and loss. That's why y'all president, Donald Trump, that's how he was killing them. And only paying few dollars, if any, on taxes. I know that's a little bit too deep for a lot of y'all. And so I won't get into all of that, but that's how you can get killed. People can pistol whoop you. I remember when I was a police officer, I used to tell motherfuckers that. They were like, oh, little Reg, if you wasn't the police and didn't have that gun and badge on you, I'll kick your ass, I'll do this, I'll do that. I look at him, say, nigga, this gun and this badge ain't gonna put your ass in the penitentiary for a motherfucking X amount of years or whatever. The power's in this pen. That's all the moral to that story was. This story I'm gonna tell, this pen is how people can whoop you. That's what's more powerful than anything, is the numbers, y'all. Y'all know Reggie just like throw a little advice out to y'all here and there. That's all I was trying to say. But yeah, that's all that article, and that was for Big John, was just to let Suge or people that know that Snoop, therefore was still, or Suge was still eating off of Snoop.